Hey guys, welcome back. I'm James. I do storytime, travel videos, and some cool little interviews, so don't forget to check those ones out. Today, I'm going to talk about some of my biggest struggles with being gay and how I'm trying to accept those. For me, one of my biggest struggles with being gay is that I couldn't show PDA anywhere. This has always been something that has been really scary for me. I always see straight couples walking around holding hands, not a problem. Some people might say, oh, save it for the bedroom or whatever, but it's never really been that big of an issue. If you're two guys walking around holding hands, believe me, you get some looks and you get some questions and people giving you filthy eyes, shouting homophobic slurs and being negative. Of course, you get the odd person that gives you a cheer or a smile or acknowledgement. It's not all doom and gloom. The ones that are negative stand out a little bit more when it comes to PDA. I feel like we've made so much progress as a queer community with the acceptance, gay marriage, and being able to be who we are without the illegalities of it. However, there's still so much further to go until we are truly accepted within the society of life. It's really frustrating because I know like way back in the day when like Romans were around, it was very gay and guys would have sex with guys for the sake of it just because it's fun. Whereas nowadays it's such a stigma that guys cannot like even look at another guy and find him attractive. Like it's just so frustrating. There's this toxic masculinity or whatever you want to call it. And it just makes living really difficult as a gay guy. I know a lot of people who have to dull down their gayness because of they're in a straight environment and it's like scary. It's not really fair. I don't hide it in terms of that I'm married to my husband and everything like that. If we're out for dinner or if we're getting coffee or anything like that and somebody says, oh, are you two brothers? We get that a lot. I'll be like, no, this is my husband. Like I have no issues saying that this is my husband. Most people are like, oh, okay, I thought you were brothers or twins or something. Nope, we're just married. I don't really get too much negative stuff from that, but I don't feel comfortable to be able to link arms or hold hands or rest my head on his shoulder if I'm tired and I just want to like do this, you know, and be cute. And then of course my husband's from a small town in Indiana and we go and visit his family there, and that brings like a whole nother level of difficulties to it. Just in general, when you're there, there's such a huge religious presence that sometimes that can be really daunting and scary because I feel like I get condemned for being gay even though it's not my choice to be gay. I'm not talking about like Dan's family, I'm talking about just in general everywhere. There's a church on every corner. And I always feel this immense pressure from religion that what I'm doing is wrong just because I'm like existing as a gay man. And I know that in some churches it's got a little bit more progressive, that's more accepting of like queer people and stuff. I get it. Of course, that takes me into my next topic, which is social media, YouTube and stuff like that. Sometimes I get hate on YouTube by religious people saying that what I'm doing is committing sin and that it's super negative and bad and I'm going to hell. I've even had like a death threat on Instagram because of I'm gay. Isn't it love thy neighbor and love everybody for whatever they are? And I know that we've got a long way to go when it comes to being accepted in the world, and I know that we're not going to be everybody's flavor and that's fine. I just wish that like the comments and stuff wasn't so in your face for like everybody. I can deal with it being disliked by people, all that stuff. Like I get that not everybody's gonna accept gay people. That's fine. We don't have to be friends. You don't have to watch my videos. But don't like tell me that what I'm doing is wrong and try and control the way that I live, because I feel like that's just not fair and it doesn't really affect you in any way. Like how does two guys being married actually affect people? Like it doesn't really, does it? Let's be honest. And that goes for like everything, right? If somebody is a certain way and you don't like it, like I don't think that you should have to try and condemn them into hating themselves. And that goes for everything. Like if somebody is a certain way and you don't like that about them, why should you have that right to be able to condemn them and try and control them to not be who they are because of you don't like it? You could have never met that person. Like I haven't met a lot of people. They could hate me and want me to change who I am and go to whatever to not be who I am because of they don't like it as they're sat in their house like 3,000 miles away from me. Like I just don't understand why people feel they need that much control over someone that they have never and probably will never meet out of fear of something I don't even know. Like it just makes no sense to me. I really struggle with pride events. They're great, everyone's partying, you know, everyone's having a great time, but I always have this fear inside of me that there's gonna be people who are out to beat up up gay people or target gay people. Like, I feel like it's such a targeted event as much as it's an acceptance one. And that goes with all events around the world. It's like, just recently in West Hollywood, they had the West Hollywood Pride, which is the gayest place on earth. Some guys were beaten up and put in hospital when they were leaving Pride just for celebrating and having fun. Don't really understand the mentality of that. And it's just not really cool because it brings so much fear into people who want to go and celebrate and live their lives, but then you see these things that kind of put you back on that, and it's just such a like chaotic thing. Like, I would love to be able to just be like whatever and not think about it, but I can't help but think about it. Maybe it's because of my upbringing and the bullying through school and stuff that I went through. It's always there in the back of my mind. It's always something that I think about, and I wish I didn't have to think about it. It just kind of sucks, you know? Being gay isn't always easy, but we do have the best community. Gay people just get it, right? Everyone that's gay has been through the hardships of being gay. I don't think in the straight world there's that kind of camaraderie between each other because of it's just kind of normal and socially acceptable, whereas gay people always have something in common by discovering that they're gay and going through that experience, which just brings people together. And the community is so much stronger. Straight people have sports, I get that, but gay people just have something different. They have an experience. I feel like that is something that is super positive about being gay. Like, you guys watching, if you're queer and you're watching this, I've been through really hard times, much as you have. That is something that we can connect on and talk about and share our experiences. Straight people don't have that luxury. Straight people are just kind of on the mode of being normal through life. They don't have the ability to connect with someone about an experience as much as we do, even though it's a dark and painful experience that we go through. It is such a community spirit that we have. And I would love to hear from you if you suffer from any of these fears or anxieties that I go through in the world. See how you cope with those. Please let me know in the comments, because they might help me as much as this video might help somebody else. We as a community, we have to stay strong. We have to love who we are, which is number one. We have to accept who we are, which is number two, but also know that the community around us actually gets it. Like, everyone kind of understands us way more than a straight person would. And know that you have that. Create your own family. And remember that you're not alone in this experience. I myself go through it, and if you're going through it too, you're not alone. Hopefully in the future, there will come a time when this is just a distant memory and we don't have to think about it anymore. Hopefully one day it will be accepted everywhere and we'll be good. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like this video. It does help me to grow my channel, and I really appreciate it, and I'm trying to get some good messages out there for you guys. So yeah, support this and help me get to where I need to be. And if you see any negative comments down below, drop them a middle finger for me. Much love, and I'll see you guys in the next one.